Yeah, so, morning. So anyway, I'm talking a little bit about, I think we should explore this thing about knee-jerk reactions. People see something, like a lot of people will come to see the videos, and they'll just read the title of it, the heading. They don't even they have the courtesy to watch the video before they go off on some rant. So again, this is indicative of knee-jerk reactionary dramas. If you see something or, and all of a sudden you're having a knee-jerk reaction in response to it, then there's something within you that needs to be looked at. What is causing this instantaneous knee-jerk reaction that you want to fight against, fight or flight? If you're having fight or flight response, you want to run or you want to fight, then look at what's in there that's causing this. It's something in your past, something that hasn't been rectified, hasn't been dealt with, that needs to be looked at. And you're never going to get to the bottom of things as long as you want to continue to fight or run. Okay? It doesn't matter how much you want to fight against it, it's going to keep coming up in your face again and again and again in a million different ways. Okay? So these are left-handed blessings that come up, And again, as a guru, they're here to shake you out of your complacency and to put it, back in your face. If you're coming here, and then again, people want to try to tell me about mirror responses. I have no trouble with putting it back in your face in a way that you can, finally stop and see what it is you are doing, what kind of projection is being put out there. And you need to be able to see what the projection is in order to be able to deal with it. If you're just in knee-jerk reactionary response to everything, you're not going to have enough clarity to see it. All you're going to be doing is being in fight mode. Either that or just running. And this is what happens a lot of times. A lot of times people will come with fight mode, and then when they get a response back that's hard hitting, they don't want to see, then they run. That didn't work. So they're going to do the opposite one, which is to run. Neither methodology is going to serve them when dealing with here. It's just not. You can run, but I guarantee whether you hear it from here or whether you hear it from the universe, you will get it back in a number of different ways until you finally get shaken up enough that you're willing to look at it rather than being driven by it. Okay? So again, today we had somebody on the Facebook that saw an image of a pear and just went off on it because the farmer had taken these pears and put a mold around them, and they grew into looking like little Buddhas hanging from a tree. It was great. It was so cute. And this guy just went off about it. When, oh, it's so negative and you're eating negative because it's been put in bondage and all this other drama. And we were saying, we're not seeing anything negative. What are you eating? You're eating this negative spin that you're putting out. And he's saying if you eat it, it's a negative because it's been pressured. Well, obviously in this case, he's been pressured as a child to conform or to be changed into something he didn't want to, and he's rebelling. So it's something that needs to be looked at deeper in his life. Is he seeing it as a negative? We're only seeing it as a pear and the beauty of the pear and the sweetness of it. And so what negative are we eating if we eat the pear? Whereas all his negative response he has in conjunction with it, for him to eat it is a negative. Because he's eating his drama. That's what he's feeding himself. So again, people come and they want to try to teach something here. and they wind up getting something back that they really weren't expecting to get back.
Always.
Always, yeah, that happens quite often. So, it gave him that to sit with. Sit with it. What are you eating? You're eating the negativity. You're putting the negative spin on it. All we're seeing is the beauty of a very sweet, lovely pear and the beauty of the shape and everything, you know. And so, likewise, if somebody was born deformed, that's their natural state. That's the way they were born. So if you fix a deformed leg, a deformity, are you ruining it and causing it to be negative now? The answer is no. So again, I think from this type of case, the negative was this knee-jerk reactionary response that somebody tried to change them in their life and mold them into something they didn't want to be, and they're rebelling. And anything that shows any kind of molding or constriction, they're going to rebel against and just go on a knee-jerk reactionary response about it. So look at your life. What do you have a knee-jerk reactionary response to? And that's something to sit with. That's why I said, when these emotions come up and you get a knee-jerk reaction and you want to fight or flight, it's the time to sit and look deeper and see what is really going on. And this is why the counseling and doing the collage work that's done here can help one to physically see these patterns and what's beneath it and what is really there that's bringing up these emotional dramas. Okay, so that's why it works. The imagery that comes out of it is very point blank in one's face, and then it's a little easier to see what that door is and where one has got their attentions focused. And then at that point we work on rectifying and moving in another direction. If you can see another direction, then you can begin to move in that direction. Again, rather than being caught in fight or flight or whatever it is you're trying to, do in your life, or justification, or whatever it is that one is attempting to put into place to make yourself right, etc., etc. So we'll leave it at that. Fight or flight, and what is it that you're really eating? Part of what you're eating and part of what you're doing is what you've got in your mind. All of that drama. And again, if people are going to come and they want to comment on my video, at least have the courtesy to watch the video. Don't just go on a reactionary rant because you've looked at a title. Now, the latest one, the reactionary rant, was the fake guru list, Nityananda fake guru list. And what had happened was one of Nityananda's people had come here and read this list about what a fake guru I am, etc., etc., and went down this list. And I said, well, all of these things you are saying are things you need to see about Nityananda. So again, somebody came in and just saw the title, didn't actually watch it, and then they were going to tell me, all the drama about, well, we're all one, and, this, you're negative, and this and that, and you're in ego and you're negative. I said, well, and trying to teach me about the mirror, I need to look in my mirror. I said, well, your mirror is telling you that you're negative and an ego, because that's what's coming out of your mouth. So obviously you haven't understand mirror. And if you would have watched the video, you would have seen the mirror was what this guy was trying to tell me, which was what he needed to hear about Nityananda. Again, so I'm trying to get people to understand what mirror is and what mirroring is. When a guru sees something, they can mirror it back to you, and perhaps sometimes a way that you can see it a little easier, because people are really many times blind to their projections. Again, somebody was saying, I I don't understand the thing, if you meet Buddha on the road, kill him. Well, it means you need to kill your projections and all the dramas you have and find out for yourself. You know, don't take it point blank face value what somebody else is saying. You need to find it out. And in order to do that, you need to delve deeper and you need to quit with the immediate projections. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, so again, you know, let's get a little bit more depth, a little more understanding as to what knee-jerk reactionary dramas are, what fuels them, and that it's the time when you have a knee-jerk reactionary drama not to fight or flight, but to, again, as what's been instructed here many times, sit with that emotion or get some counseling done and look deeper at what is really going on in your world that you are having this reaction to. Because 9 out of 10, it's not the event that just took place, which, like in this case, was simply a pear on a tree that now looks like a Buddha. Yeah, I know, the end of the world. So negative. So, really what needs to be looked at is the deeper things in this person's life, which I guarantee has to come out with being attempted to be molded as a child, and just this knee-jerk reactionary thing of ego. Nobody's going to tell me what to do. I'm my own boss, and I'm my own, you know, I'm a teacher, I'm this, I'm that, you know, and off on this other drama that they're still involved in. So if a knee-jerk reactionary thing comes up, stop, sit within it, and look deeper at the roots of what it is, rather than getting caught up in all the flowering of the leaves of it that's going on, you know, because you'll pick leaves endlessly. You need to get to the root. Okay? And that's it for this morning. Namaste. Have a great day.